The Hawks hit the road for a final time in the regular season, playing in Kansas City on Christmas Eve. Hello, 12s. I'm Jen Mueller with a preview of the Hawks game against the Chiefs presented by Safeway. Frigid temperatures are expected at kickoff on Saturday, but that might not be enough to cool off one of the hottest offensive teams in the league.
We're playing a terrific football team with tons of documented success and star players and star power and all of that. Fantastic coach, and they just won their division too, so they're flying. It's a great opportunity for us. This is the chance to see, arguably the best of the AFC, and so we'll go take our shot and see if we can play a good football game and do the things we need to do.
Obviously, the quarterback is generational talent. The skill guys that are around him are good football players too. The offensive line is outstanding. And then Andy Reid, obviously, is an unbelievable play caller and schemer, and the stuff that he does, the adjustments within games when you see defenses try to take things away from the quarterback and their offense and his ability to adjust within the game. And it's a credit to the players, too. You see they pick up on it. So all around, it's a special unit, and that's why they've been so successful, obviously, the last few years.
Kansas City leads the league in yards per game, points per game, and receiving touchdowns, which isn't a surprise with Patrick Mahomes at the helm and favorite target Travis Kelce in the fold.
It's the two of them. I mean, they're both great players and great awareness players, and they just make things happen out of the norm. The normal stuff, they're impeccable. That's the rhythm stuff in the zones, and he's all over the place, available to the quarterback. But it's the other stuff too, and the special plays, and it's really something to watch.
Last week against Houston, Mahomes completed 36 of 41 passes for a completion percentage of almost 88%. That is the highest for a passer with at least 40 attempts in league history. The 336 passing yards marked the 9th time this season he's topped 300 yards.
It's really cool to watch the guy play. Because he has the ability, he can be messing with the rush over here, spin out and know that the guy all the way down the field on the other side has a chance to get the ball, and the ball goes. Meaning that he has a feel for the entire field, and everything is available to him because he's got a great arm, and his release is excellent too, and he can release however he needs to.
If he breaks free from that first sack, or there's no edge or something, he's running around, and it's tough, because you want to go up and try to put pressure on him, but then if you come out of coverage, he's going to throw something crazy across the field over, you know what I mean? So that's where it's just D-line and the coverage working together.
After so many weeks focused on stopping the run, the passing game will be a primary concern for the defense. But rookie Isaiah Pacheco averages 4.9 yards a carry, and veteran tailback Jerick McKinnon has accounted for more than 100 yards from scrimmage in back-to-back games.
They have really good balance, and they don't overdo it with the running game. They know what they got in the quarterback, so they're going to throw the heck out of it. But they have really complementary balance that allows them to be effective with all of the different things they do, because they do a lot of actions and a lot of movements with the QB and all of that come off of the running game, and it's very effective. Big RPO team. They're as much so as anybody.
The fact that KC needed overtime and a defensive stop to beat the lowly Texans overshadows the fact the Chiefs racked up over 500 yards of total offense, while holding Houston to just 219. The Chiefs' defensive numbers aren't as eye-popping as their offense, but the Hawks will be without Tyler Lockett this week, which means DK Metcalf could draw more attention from defenders.
He just needs to keep plugging, keep working, and we need to keep moving him around and do all the things we do with him. But it really gives an opportunity for Marquise and to see Tread, and see what he can do to help us too, Derek will continue to play. Penny's working at it too. So everybody's going to have to fit together. You can't replace Tyler. He's too extraordinary, in what he does. We'll do other things to offset, and try to hopefully draw the attention we need.
We're going to miss him. He's a warrior. But, we got to pick up the flag and go try and get a win for him. So, we'll see. I think that's kind of what we got to get back to, is taking what the defense gives us, and going and attacking their weak spots, and trying to create plays. So, if it happens to be in the air or on the ground, tight ends are happy to help.
They also might be called on to help contain pass rusher Chris Jones. His 11 sacks are tied for 7th most in the league.
He's got a unique style because, he plays inside, he plays outside, he can be the nose guard, he can play the 3 tech, he can play the shade, or he can play end. And there's not many guys who can really play across the entire line like that. I think he has 11 sacks already, so he's very productive. And then you see him at times just wrecking games. And so we've got to be mindful of where he is at all times. It's my job to make sure I get the ball out in the proper fashion so he doesn't, have that much of an impact on the game.
For all the challenges Kansas City presents, they also have created a lot of opportunities for opponents with a turnover differential of -6. They've committed 8 in the last 4 weeks, and their 21 total giveaways are tied for 4th most in the league. The Seahawks have done a good job in creating turnovers, ranking among the top 10 teams in takeaways.
We've got to play really sharp football across the board. We've got to take advantage of all of the opportunities that get there. We've got to catch the interceptions. We got to stay on sides. We got to not give them things. We got to make them have to work and play a championship style game. If we can do that, then we're getting to where we're at our capabilities. Other than that, we've come up short. We keep knocking our head against the wall with a play here, a play there, and we haven't gotten rid of all of the stuff that would allow you to play a great championship-style game. And so it's clean, sharp, focused, discipline, and the precision has to be there.
Consistency and efficiency. I would say we got to, any play is called, we have to run into the best of our abilities and just be consistent on offense and not waver with penalties or negative plays.
Certainly that is always a point of emphasis, but especially when playing at one of the loudest stadiums in the league. Kickoff is set for 10 a.m. Pacific time. The preview is presented by Safeway. And 12s, if you are watching the game from home, this week's home gating recipe of the week is charcuterie. Go to Seahawks.com/Safeway for more home gating recipes.